freaks and weirdos, tapeheads, ghouls and ghosts, love to tune in and listen to Psychotronic coast to coast. Skin Slip and Owen Neal are going to reveal their thoughts on movies that most people don't dare to watch. Psychotronic. Psychotronic. Psychotronic.
That song is really catchy. I actually changed my my ringtone on my phone to it. So now when people call me, it's a Psychotronic Coast to Coast theme plays. Because I'm that kind of nerd. I love that song enough that like I will be randomly singing it while I'm like making a sandwich or whatever. It's great. It's great. It's a great song. It's really catchy. And I gotta keep bringing it up because you commissioned it for the show and it's awesome. Anyway, so this week Owen picked a martial arts film, didn't you?
Yeah. Kill 'em all.
Kill 'em all. Look at that granulated picture. It actually looks alright on the stream.
My good old internet.
Well, and the fact that you're like a smaller image inside a 720p video, it helps.
It also, some reason, says, kill 'em all. I'm going to hell when I die.
Wow, okay.
Nothing to do with anything.
It's weird. So, a brief summary of this film. Saw with martial arts.
Oh, I guess.
I don't know. Just saying, Saw with martial arts.
There was no traps or anything.
Yeah, well, that's true. Well, yeah, there was. The smoke. Anyways, why don't we just go right into it, huh? Why don't you just take us right into it, huh, Owen?
Right into it.
Just go. Just dive right into it.
So we're introduced to 4 characters. They each had to have their own little introduction of them killing people.
Yes.
And then being drugged. It didn't really matter.
We didn't know why at this point these things are happening, but they are happening, and we are witnessing them.
And then they wake up in a room together with a bunch of other people we weren't introduced to at all. And we hear a voice come over the intercom and basically saying that they're going to have to fight to the death. Only one can leave the room. Of course, they're all wacky. They're all wacky in their own way.
They're all unique, and they all have their special abilities and notorieties as killers. It's just...
Yeah.
It's bad. It's a bad movie.
2 of them start fighting, and so the guy gasses the room, and when they wake up, the guy that started the fight, Scottish? Irish?
I don't know. Foreign
I guess
guy.
it's the same thing.
Don't let them hear you say that.
And their necks get split.
That's a good way to piss off a good contingent in our viewership. They're like the same thing, right? Like, yeah, you can say it to the Welsh too. They'll throw a fit too. Anyway. Or New Zealanders, you call them Australians, they get all pissed off. It's kind of funny, actually. Oh, you guys are from Australia, mate? We're from New Zealand. Like, I don't know the fucking. You sound like you're from the place where the water swirls the other direction. Don't hate me. I'm bad with accents. Give me a break. Anyway, so yeah, foreign guy gets himself a new smile ear to ear, so to speak.
Yep. And the guy on the intercom tells them, "You do what he says, or he'll gas and kill you." I guess.
Yeah. Well.
Some balls roll out of a thing.
That's what she said. Oh God, sorry about the yawn.
Everyone picks up a ball. He tells them, "Look at the number. Those 2 numbers have to fight." And it's the girl who was one of the introduction ones. And this guy who's, I guess they were hinting at that he was mentally challenged, autistic in some way. But he didn't, how do you put it?
He had a mental disability of some sort, and he doesn't know right from wrong. He just does what he's told, so that's why he's a good killer.
Because he's all like, "You guys are my friends."
That's the insensitive explanation in this film. It's very insensitive. It doesn't give a crap. He doesn't realize it. It's too dumb to figure it out. This movie, that is.
And she kills him, which doesn't look like it. She just kind of punches him. He falls down.
Yeah.
I mean,
apparently.
after a fight, but like, I didn't see any like neck snapping or anything. But
Just
apparently
killed him
he's
like
dead.
Texas. What? I'm sorry.
And she gets access to a weapons room.
Ooh,
Now,
gets to pick one weapon of her choice. Oh, I remember this. We were all talking
I
about
was
why.
slightly confused by this because it's established in the opening thing that she's really good with knives. She kills a bunch of guys in this building with a knife. And she goes in and picks 2 fucking pipes as her weapon.
That's it. Yep, 2 pipes.
It's a room full of knives, and she
Best
takes
weapons ever.
But there you go. And so now that's done. Trying to remember the next part. Oh, they eat lunch. They each get a tin and eat lunch. And then he's like, look on the bottom. The 2 lowest numbers have to fight. So it's a pudgy white dude. Not the fat old guy, but the slightly pudgy white dude.
Yeah, the slightly overweight Ken Shamrock slash Jean-Claude Van Damme lookalike. Are we sure it wasn't Frank Shamrock, actually?
I don't think so.
I'm gonna look now.
But shit, who'd he fight?
I don't remember.
Oh, the French dude. It was a French dude. He thought the French dude beat him. He even ripped a wire off the wall and choked him with it. Apparently the guy was fine with that, and he gets access to the weapon room. He comes out with some type of sword.
It was not Frank Shamrock. It was some other random guy.
He comes out with a sword. And now he's like, all right, everyone go to bed. But don't kill each other in the night. And they all like, we're going to have a truce. They go to bed. The weird guy, which I believe he was one of the, I'll call it a fight package video from the beginning. I think he was one of the 4 guys.
Yeah,
right?
he's one of the 4 guys. The weirdo.
And he goes to the bathroom because apparently there's a toilet around the corner. And there's a piece of glass on the ground. So he's like,
magically, for no reason. Not established why or how.
So he's like, fuck it, I'm going to shank the fat old white dude to death.
I don't need to pee. I need to kill somebody, you know?
And it was very clear that it wasn't the dude in the sleeping bag because he was pretty sure he was sleeping on top of the sleeping bag. But even makes less sense. So he came out and started stabbing the sleeping bag, and the old dude's just in the other corner like, looking for me.
Yeah, like what? You didn't see him when you came out of the fucking bathroom? Looking at the far wall? Christ.
They had beef at some point during all of this setup. I don't remember what it was, but
yeah, guys are just not being good people. Who
So
would have thought a bunch of trained killers not getting along?
Yeah, they start fighting. Old dude gets cut up a bunch with the glass. Other pudgy white dude throws him his sword. He shanks that guy. They decide to go to bed. He gives the sword back to the other guy. They crawl in bed. They get woken up by the intercom guy, and he's like, "You guys have been naughty. So whoever killed him doesn't get weapons." Old dude's like, "Fuck." And then it's like, by the way, look on the bottom of your sleeping bag. There's numbers.
But how did they get there?
I guess they were on there the whole time.
And no one paid attention to the fact they had numbers on their sleeping bag. And no one accidentally put the number face up, apparently.
There's a long drawn-out scene where they look at the bag, but we don't see it. But then next scene, they flip over their bag and like, I'm number 2, I'm number 3.
And they start sounding off their numbers and stuff, yeah.
Old dude's 5. We never see the Asian guy's bottom of his bag, which I thought was fishy. I thought it was going to be revealed later that he had number 1 because it was this time it's the 2 highest numbers fight.
Right.
I thought he might have been being a little shady and lied just so he could fight the hurt old guy.
Oh, maybe.
But it was never shown, so I guess it doesn't matter. So they're fighting. There was a quick little scene before they went to bed. She was playing with one of the balls and looking at the pipe. So during that fight, she gets up, hits the other white dude, tells him to choke her. And he's like, what? So then you hear the guy in the intercom, "Stop fighting, or I'll gas you." And then you see that she stuffed the ball in the hole, so they can't
No.
be gassed. So the guy in the
Ooh.
intercom's like, "Fuck it, ninjas."
Let's plant
Kill 'em
something
all.
and then immediately show you the payoff instead of waiting.
Yeah,
We don't know
he's
how to
like,
make films, this person who made this movie says.
he calls for his ninjas and says, "Kill them all." He said the title.
He didn't. He said kill them all, and the movie is called Kill 'Em All.
Kill them all, same
Yeah.
thing.
There's no TH. I'm just
So
saying.
the
It's
ninjas come
close.
busting in the room, and
Yeah, quote unquote ninjas. These guys are really sloppy looking.
well,
Half-assed
they were
ninjas.
at least in ninja outfits.
They were sloppy second-rate ninja outfits, right?
He had like maybe 5 ninjas in total, and
Like these are the most deadly trained killers in the world, and you're sending random fucking ninjas after them. Like, come on now.
she grabs the sword from the white dude, slides it perfectly to block the door from shutting.
Magic.
They quickly start killing the ninjas off.
Yeah, they don't
And,
seem to be much of a threat. Everyone just kills them real quick.
Well, the one Asian dude's about to die, but the fat old guy saves him by shanking one of them. But then he gets shanked.
Done.
So we're down to Asian dude, Asian girl, and pudgy white dude.
Yep.
They all run outdoors at different times and go separate ways.
As you do.
And of course, he has more than 5 ninjas, but not ninjas. He has crazy people with masks.
Called the maniacs, right?
I don't remember what he called them. Crazies, I thought he called them.
Oh yeah, he called them crazies. These things are terrible. There's just a bunch of people in like whatever random outfits they showed up on set with, and then like biker masks and weird Halloween masks
Like,
and hockey masks and shit.
Ski mask, paintball mask with the faces
It was
on
just so terrible and lazy.
And I'm pretty sure they were the same people used over and over, because I'm pretty sure I saw the same
Absolutely.
black guy a couple times.
It was definitely the same stuff.
Different masks.
Yes. That's why they
Okay.
wore masks. That's the only reason why they had crazies in masks, is so they could use the same 5 guys.
At this point, the white dude and the Asian girl team up. She even grabs his hand and leads her up some spiral staircases. But the other guy's left alone, and he destroys an entire room full of these people by himself.
Yep.
They fight some. Eventually, they meet back up.
Yeah.
He's
in the
like,
end, I think.
"They call you the kid, but I'm gonna call you the beast." Some garbage like that.
There's lots of garbage lines like that. Yeah.
It's just a lot of fighting of the crazies, and then
Yep. It's really
We s-
bland, honestly.
yeah,
It's just long fight sequences for no reason, for no stakes at all, just fighting.
it's kind of, it goes back. We don't see the guy that was talking in the comic. You kind of see his bald head, and he has some white dude and a black chick standing behind him. We saw the black chick earlier. She's the one that kidnapped the Asian dude and killed his woman,
Right.
which apparently he saw. And so they're in the room with everybody. So they're gonna go and finish him off, apparently. And they're kind of standing in the room with all the dead bodies. And he's like, "All right, we gotta get out of here." And she's like, "No, I got something I gotta do." Asian guy has something he has to do. He obviously has to go kill the black chick. We don't know at this point what the Asian girl needs to do, because it's not established until the fucking end.
Yeah, right. Last 15 minutes. All the
So he-
exposition.
Is that later though? I think he leaves at this point, right?
Yeah, he walks off the movie. Never shows up
And
again.
then no, he does. He does.
Does
He gets to the roof with a gun.
Oh, right. That's right.
We're jumping way ahead.
Okay, you can go back. That's fine. I just couldn't remember that.
Okay.
I forgot about that scene. You're right. Like,
So
we can
at
go
some
back
point,
and track.
he made a bomb,
Yeah, that's right. That weird. Yeah, he made a fucking bomb. It was like.
and
What?
there's like a hole in a metal door, and it's the chick and the guy. They're shooting out, and they have some ninja mask wearing guys in prison jumpsuits.
Yeah.
They all have guns. He throws his little bomb in there,
Kills
blows them
of
all
in one
up,
go.
and then the chick and the dude run away awkwardly, like.
Like, it was really bad. Like, really just obviously like, I need you to run over there. I'm gonna kind of walk, run very quickly from place to place.
So this is where they had the little speech where like, oh, we're gonna leave. It's like, I got something to do. So he apparently that guy dropped his pistol. He picks it up. He goes to the roof, and then it cuts to them, those two working their way through the building, and then they get surrounded by dudes with guns. Even though the guy made it to the roof and escaped, he goes back in with a machine gun, mows them all down, which they were falling before he was shooting them, which was hilarious.
Bad editing. That's all it was.
But one guy with a pistol, before he dies, shoots that guy in the chest. White dude's dead.
Slowly. Slowly dies slowly on the floor.
His Oscar moment.
Slow manner. Yeah, oh yeah. He acted his heart out for that.
So again, the girl and the guy are like, let's split up. Even though she takes a gun, but he doesn't, even though I guess that was all their gun guys anyways, because we didn't see any more. He ends up in a bathroom, washes his face, and the chick comes in. Not the Asian one, the black one. And starts beating him up, and they fight, and he kills her. Because he needed revenge for his girlfriend being killed. Or sister, or whoever the fuck she was. It didn't really establish that.
The person he was there to revenge.
Yep. She ends up fighting the white dude, who apparently cannot feel any pain because he sells nothing. Every kick, punch, he does nothing. She gets thrown through a wall, and then he decides to walk away for some reason. And she gets some bricks and just starts smashing his head and makes him derpy.
He thinks she's dead. She picks up bricks and beats the fuck out of
That was the best when she was on his back hitting him with the bricks.
Just
She was doing
whack,
like
whack.
He was doing such a derpy face. Like,
I need a gif of that. It was like the best part of the movie.
And then she chokes him out, assumingly kills him from choking him to death. But then she snaps his neck just to make sure.
Yep. Just, really fake, bad-looking neck snap.
And she's made it to the bald dude.
And then we get 10 minutes of exposition of her explaining why she became one of the world's top killers just to get revenge for her brother getting killed.
Yeah.
Keep in mind that means her brother was the world's top killer, not a good person either.
Yes.
So we're supposed to root for a bad person, a very, very bad person. God.
Well, you could always assume that they assassinate only bad people.
Oh, whatever. All the person hiring you has to do is give you a fucking lie. Come on now.
Because it seemingly, in the beginning, when they were doing their little intros, they were all assassinating bad people, like drug dealers and shit. But anyways, yeah, we get a little backstory. Her brother was an assassin, was brought to that place. He escaped. He died in the street, but he left a little dead drop, a little note, which then we started questioning, because apparently he told her how to escape, which was a ball and a thing, which if that had happened already, wouldn't you have not dropped a ball down? Wouldn't you have changed it up? Like someone stuffed a ball in there, then escaped when I sent ninjas. Let's not do balls this time.
Yeah, let's make that pipe whiter so the ball falls out.
Yeah.
Problem solved.
But apparently he didn't. He's like, nah, that'll never happen again. But then we started making jokes and questioning why, if he escaped, why he didn't just write down where the place was. Because it was obviously the same room, the same ball, and the same hole in the ceiling.
Right, but so why didn't you just give him the address and then she can go learn her martial arts and go and just kill everybody? Instead of getting caught after murdering hundreds of people to become one of the world's best assassins.
It would have been funnier if the balls dropped and they're really small and she's like, fuck. What do I do now?
Or it's a square, like a cube falls from the ceiling. Son of a bitch.
You gonna send some balls down? Like, no. You sure? Yeah, bad storytelling.
This movie was bad.
So she's gonna fucking kill him. But of course, he's fucking good. It beats the shit out of her. Like, she can't do anything.
Yeah, she gets her shit rocked.
And she's about to die, and boom, the other guy didn't leave yet. He comes busting in. They're both kind of getting beat up, but they team up and they end up.
Well, to be fair, this part's actually really well structured, story-wise, because it starts out she can't beat him, he can't beat him. Together, alternating, they're doing okay, but not really getting a lot of ground. But it's not until the end of the fight scene when they choose to actually attack at the same time and team up when they can defeat the guy. So that part of the storytelling was very well put together, like a wrestling match, right? But
It's.
the rest of this movie is just horrendous.
I'd compare it to Turtles versus Shredder.
Right? They each try and attack him once, and then they try in pairs, and then they finally get it together when they all attack him at once. You know.
The only difference is this dude didn't run away like a bitch.
Oh, and also Turtles is better. A better movie. By any stretch of the imagination.
I was talking the cartoon where
Shredder
Shredder can, or like even the earlier episodes where he can handily beat all 4 turtles by himself, but then he still leaves. Not today.
Yep.
What?
That doesn't make any sense. But yeah, that's the same kind of bad logic in that writing in this film.
And then it just fucking smashes to the intro of the door shutting and kill them all on the spray paint on the door.
Yep.
That's the end of the movie. I was hoping they would be like,
Thankfully.
you know that only one of us assassins can leave, and then they just start fighting for no reason.
That movie was putting me to sleep, man. It's just, good lord.
I also want to point out the cover. You probably can't see it very well, but in the cover, she's wearing a full tank top and leggings that look like snakeskin. That's not in the movie. She's also choking out a guy who's not in the movie. It's the I can't remember his name. He's used to be a wrestler. He was the son in Mad Max Fury Road.
Nathan Jones?
Yeah, it's totally Nathan Jones being choked out. He's not in the movie. And she didn't wear that outfit.
Well, there you go. Those are some promo picture from a different movie. Just slapped in there. You know?
Here's my best way to explain this movie. You take your best, like the fighting was good. They knew how to fight. Someone took what would usually be a bad guy that doesn't talk, who's only there to fight a villain, like in another movie, or a hero in another movie. They took them and put them front stage and center and had them act. That's this movie.
Yeah, except it's not good like it should have been.
Like all these people were probably fought Tony Jaa at some point. And they're like, let's make them the front. They're like, we can't get Tony Jaa, so let's make them front and center.
Would you recommend this movie?
I mean, there's so much better martial arts movies out there. But...
like Twin Warriors, or the Fist of Legend, or Legend of Fong Sayak, or I don't know, a million of them from the 90s. Literally a million.
This is really generic.
I would say it is very, very generic indeed.
I mean, the fighting's not terrible, but it's not cut well.
The problem
it's
is
fast cuts.
The problem is they keep doing, when you do a fight scene, you shoot with both people on screen fighting each other, and then you then you go close in for like face shots and things like that. In this movie, every time action would happen, they would cut in the action, change in completely different camera angle, and almost all the fight scenes were like over the shoulder of other characters, which is really not the way to film a fight scene at all. So,
like, I would go onto the IMDb of this, start clicking on all the people's names, and find other movies that they've been in that has an action star that's good, and you know they're going to be the bad guy in it. And then you're like, well, that should be a good fight. I'll watch that.
yep, that's pretty much
That's
it.
about.
Well, any other comments to make about this movie?
I'd still probably give it a 2.
Yeah, give it 1.5. Being generous. Alright, so next week we have this wonderful film from Massacre Video called Mutilations. On the back it says, Professor Jim McFarlane has been noticing a string of cattle mutilations that have been tormenting a small southern town. He goes with the students to investigate these bizarre happenings. What they discover is worse than any of them could ever possibly imagine. Will Professor McFarlane and his students escape alive when they are faced with violent invaders from another planet? There you go. Master Video is proud to present Mutilations, one of the strangest alien 80s gore films in its fully uncut form, sourced from the original Video Master. So there you go. That's what we're watching next week. Mutilations.
Thumbs up.
It's gonna be lots of awesome gore, apparently.
I'll be the judge of that.
We will be the judge of that next week on Psychotronic Coast to Coast. Peace, guys.